Hi there, Jens Nilsson here. Many of you probably know that Karen and I have been investing in real estate over these last few years, but I'm sure you don't quite know what we do and how this has really helped us secure our financial future. So over these next several webinars, I'm going to share with you what I have learned and how this can help you and your family secure financial future. So I really discovered real estate investing about 3 years ago. I started to listen to various podcasts and read a bunch of books on the topic. And I realized that this was a vehicle that I felt has a lot better way of creating financial freedom for me and my family. What do I mean by financial freedom? By financial freedom is really just the idea that you have enough passive income coming in every month that you can live on that. You don't have to have a W-2 job to pay your basic bills. That doesn't mean you need to leave your job, but it's a really nice feeling that your basic needs are covered through all your investments, and everything else you do can be used for travel and other add-on adventures and experiences. So that was the start, wanted financial freedom. And I wasn't really happy about the returns in the stock market. I went through the 2000.com bubble and bust. I went through the 2008 and 9 crash in the stock market. And I saw that we don't have really any control over where the stock market is going to go. It is always Wall Street that wins, and regardless of how your stocks and portfolio is doing, they will always take a big chunk of the money. So I kind of came to the conclusion that we're ultimately responsible for our own future. And with that goal in mind, I set out to explore real estate and how that could really help us going forward. So with that newfound realization, we quickly took a lot of action. We actually purchased 3 different properties with a total of 19 apartment units in a short period, just in 6 months. I also enrolled in a coaching program to really learn the business because while real estate investing is not that complicated, there are some very key things that you need to learn to have a good handle over. And if you don't, there is a good chance of making mistakes that could be costly down the road. So I really took significant action towards my goals. And over these last 3 years, in addition to the 19 units that we own, we have invested in over 800 apartment units, 500 mobile home park lots, 4,500 storage unit, mortgage note fund, and private money lending. I really have embraced this path of real estate and associated vehicles to achieve my financial goals. So in addition to those units we bought in the 2006 and 7 timeframe, we purchased another 47 units in 2018 with partners. And we're also under contract to buy another 16 units. And I really believe that we'll reach our freedom number by the end of 2019. And again, our freedom number is what our average monthly expenses are. We'll be able to cover that through our investments in real estate properties. So why am I so bullish on real estate? Well, here are some comparisons on real estate versus the stock market. In real estate, you have a direct control of the income. Essentially, if you find the right property, buy it at the right price, finance it correctly, and manage it well, you have a lot of direct control over how the property is going to perform. You can force appreciation, which essentially means through improvement of the property, you can increase rent and therefore increase the value of the property. We all know there's a lack of affordable housing in this country, and the crisis is growing bigger, so therefore there will always be a need for the type of properties that we offer, the Class B and Class C. And people always need a place to live, so even if the economy take a turn for the worse, we know that there's going to be a need for housing, and people are going to be one of the last things they're going to give up. Versus the stock market, you have no direct control over it. If you own a few $1,000s worth of stock in Apple, they're not going to care about you. We know that the traders always get their commission. You know, when I saw my portfolio get pummeled in 2008, I still saw money go to my financial advisor, if you will, every month, regardless of the value of my portfolio. Market sentiment can really impact value, which essentially means that depending on what the news are in the media, that really can drive value of the stock market up and down regardless of how the underlying economy is doing. And after a 10-year bull market, losses are likely in the near future as business cycles go up and down, as we know. So thank you for listening. I know this was pretty short and quick. Over the next few weeks, we're going to just dig into more topics. If you have any questions, comment below. Send me an email to Jens@OpenDoorsCapital, and also go ahead and visit my website at opendoorscapital.com. Thank you.